Hi, Scorpio. This is your reading for the time period of February 1st to February 29, 2020. For those of you who are new to my channel or you're just visiting, welcome to Amani's Light Work. For those of you who have been here from the beginning of time, I greatly appreciate your continuous love and support. Okay, so before I go into your reading, I just want to say I haven't done general readings in a while. One reason for it is because I've just been a little lazy, and I just didn't have the energy to really get a chance to cover all 12 signs and all of them. Yeah, I've been doing it for so long, since I started the channel. So the over hour long readings for all the signs, I thought would never get to me, but it did catch up to my energy. But I'm trying to go back in it again. But hopefully the reading won't be extremely long, because if they're extremely long for each one, that's what makes me tired. So I want to see if I could possibly do my best to make these shorter. That's just one situation. If it's not that, then that's just one reason. The other reason I've just been busy, and to really spend time to cater to the channel. I've been doing Keys to Akasha readings. You see me upload Keys to Akasha readings here and there. The most recent one I just uploaded was Kobe Bryant's case. Okay, so if you haven't got a chance to look at that, please do. Okay, if you need information not given the news, please feel free to look at the video. Okay, so let's see what energies are coming through for you for February. I'm just gonna go ahead and do the whole monthly, because if I do a mid-monthly, chances are I won't cover the last half of the month. Okay, I know myself. Okay, all right. Cards are a little sticky. I mean, this deck particularly is a little on the not sticky, but you know what I mean, because the cards, they're a little stiff. They stick together kind of closely. All right, so the Three of Wands energy is here underneath. I get Aries elements. It's the spirit is telling me something about an Aries element. Could be Leo, whatever, Sagittarius energies that you could be dealing with, but hiding from. So when I said Aries and Sag and Leo, I don't know if you're hiding. The Three of Wands represents business and collaborations with business, teamwork of any kind. I don't know if you are you're doing some type of, we're trying to combine taxes also with these elements, and that could be something that they want to do with you, vice versa. But I was also getting hiding. So one of those elements, or all three of those elements, they could be hiding from you. Are you hiding from these people? Because I do feel like it's telling me something about like a business tie and business taxes, business funding, and they want to combine. So when I ran through all of those, the fire sign energies want to combine. They want to combine business tax. They want to combine just personal taxes. They want to combine businesses, but contemplation. So the Three of Wands energy is contemplation. Thinking of if you really want to do that or not. But will it hurt my wallet? Like, there's just a feeling that you have here where you don't want, like, if you combine businesses, if you combine taxes, somebody's tax return may not be as much as yours, vice versa. And the hurting the wallet could be a thought that one of the fire sign energies have, or you have. It just depends on the situation that is coming through. But you're saying, is it going to hurt my wallet? Are they going to jack up my credit? Because, if you have student loans, you have student loans, or if you, here's one situation. If you're trying to file with someone who is in debt, for example, and you don't know that they're in debt, it could pretty much jack up that person's credit. If you yourself are in debt for whatever reason, student loans, credit cards, some type of unpaid finance for years that you have sitting around, then what's gonna happen is it's going to, if you have a credit card, it's going to accrue interest, or the tax is going to accrue interest there. So just be careful with who you decide to file taxes with, because you could end up filing with someone who has bad credit. You could end up filing with someone who is in debt and you don't know that they're in debt, vice versa. You could be that person. You could be that person that has the financial problem, but they don't know that. So if that's you, then the fire sign energies don't know that. So that's one thing that you should discuss with the fire sign energies. It doesn't only have to be that. I mean, tax season is February, so tax season is coming up. And people and businesses and couples trying to get paperwork together, but didn't know partner had bad credit. So when I said you didn't know your partner had bad credit, your business partner, your love partner, your work partner, whatever it is kind of partner that you have that you're trying to file with, you don't know that they have bad credit. They may not necessarily bad credit. They may not necessarily have bad credit. It could be you that you could be in debt, or they could be in debt. Just depends on who it applies to. Okay. Or someone just wants to, a situation also with that is that someone just wants to combine businesses, combine business taxes, but you don't know, you're not aware of the functionality of that person's business. The Three of Wands, the fire sign energies, you're not aware of the way their business runs. And you could be, I mean, you could be, a recipient. You could be a person that does, you do work with the fire sign energies, but you're just worried. You're just worried about their tax return. They're worried about your tax return. They're worried about debt. They're worried about fees. They're worried about something, credit cards, accruing interest and collections and whatever it is, with combining businesses or just a personal and private relationship that you have going on with the fire sign energies, and they want to understand, or you do, before you move further to make that decision. Okay, the Magician card is in the starting point. The Magician card is here, but don't want to file. The Magician card is here because you don't want to file with the fire sign energies. You don't want to file. You may not want to go ahead and file someone's paper for them also. You don't want to go ahead and file somebody's paper for them also. So this could literally be like a workplace environment between you and the fire sign energies, like filing like office work and file, but they give me all the responsibility. So if it's office work, somebody like the fire sign energies may give you all the responsibility, file this, that, and the third, put this under this, that, and the third in the office. It just depends on what's going on. If it's not literally like an office environment, then it's just a business deal that you have, but I manage their stuff. It's a business deal that you're in with the fire sign energies, where the responsibility that you have with them is to manage their paperwork. The responsibility that you have with them is to manage their important documents and things of that nature. I do feel like they ask you to do that. Whatever the setting is here, this is a personal and private business, this is a workplace, this is an office setting, this is just a private business deal where you're being asked to manage somebody's finances, being asked to have the responsibility of filing somebody's paperwork and documents and those kind of things for them. But there's also a situation here where that could be something that you've been doing with the fire sign energies for a while, and I do get that there's something that you don't necessarily want to do anymore, but I want to break. So the Magician card in the starting point, I want to break. I'm trying to figure out a way to catch a break here. I was also getting this feeling of the Three of Wands energy with the Magician. It doesn't only have to be fire sign energies. I was also getting this feeling of I don't want to file. The I don't want to file energy could be filing someone's without their permission, filing somebody's paper, or filing somebody's tax paper without their permission as well. But that's their thought. So the Magician card with the fire sign energy underneath is that's an Aries thought. That's a Sag thought. That's a Leo's thought, because they have somebody else's paperwork, but I was given. So the Magician card here, I was given. You were given, it could be an external sign that the fire sign energies have their paperwork. We'll see as the reading goes on, or it's yours. That could be a thought that they have with your paperwork, but more so me. So the magician card here in the starting point, more so me. So before I go any further, there's a situation here where I don't want to file. I don't want to file energy is coming from one of a few different situations here. The I don't want to file could either be you don't want to file with a non-functioning business partner. You don't want to file with a potential, like something's going on with a business partner that you have that you deem them to be not function well. You deem them to be non-functional, or something about their finances you're fearing is going to mess up something about their a debt, a unknown debt that they have, or something with collections, or something about their credit. That's the energy that's coming through like that. I don't want to file with them because you're thinking that they're going to jack up your credit if you file with them. That's one situation. That I don't want to file is receiving somebody else's paperwork by the fire sign energies, or it's theirs. I don't want to file it without somebody's permission. So it could be an external zodiac sign information that you're being given that, and you're being asked to join in on it. You're being asked to join in on it, or you're being asked to file it for the fire sign energies, or it's theirs. You're like, I don't want to do it. Or just a regular workplace environment where you're saying, I don't want a slave. I don't want to be I don't want to be a slave, or be slave like to the fire sign energies that are here. Vice versa. It just depends on the situation that is coming through here with filing and taxes and credit and credit cards going into collection, but fearing that. So credit cards going into collection, you're fearing that. Fearing filing with someone that's in debt, or they're just giving you somebody else's paperwork to file, and you're like, I don't want to do it, scared. I don't want to do it because I'm scared. Or it's yours that they're trying to take to do that with you, and you're not sure if you want to do it. But the magician is coming to a clear and concise decision on what you want to do with your own paperwork. No one is going to force you to side with them. No one's going to force you. If you don't want to do something, nobody's going to force you to file with them. If you want to do it alone, but being stalked. If you want to do it alone, but somebody may have some type of stalking like Sag does. A Sag, a Leo, the Aries elements, they're a little bit stalkerish because that could be something that you realize that they're like that already, but hooked up someone to do that. So the magician card is that the fire sign energies may have hooked up someone to stalk you in a sense where it doesn't have to be extreme stalking in a sense where they watch you in the workplace, what you're doing with file. They watch you in the workplace. They're hooked up to watch you. One situation is that you may have somebody else's paperwork, somebody else's file, and that could be what the fire sign energies that you work with, they could have hooked up someone to stalk you in the workplace, stalk you in the home, stalk you somewhere. Or if it's not that, then you do have somebody else's paperwork, you do have somebody's file, but it's them hooked up by someone else. It's the fire sign energies that were hooked up by somebody else to stalk you and watch you with the paperwork. So it's either the fire sign energies gave you somebody else's paperwork to file or to hold. Then that's why they're watching you with it, because they're watching you with it because asked you to do something. They're watching you with it because one situation is that they asked you to do something with it, or they did or they did not. Or another situation is that it could be theirs and they're asking you to take it to this, that, and the third place. I don't really want to do it. The magician, I don't really want to do that. So it's somebody else's paperwork, it's their paperwork, it's your paperwork, and you're making fake promises. You're making fake promises to them. Are they making fake promises to you? I hooked up to watch. I hooked up to watch them. The fake. If this is going both ways, I try to make sure that I go. It's a lot of energy. I try to make sure that I go both ways here. If it's not only you, then it's their energy and hooking up somebody to watch them with your own paperwork. Or you gave them. You yourself could have given them somebody else earth sign. You yourself could have given the fire sign energies earth sign energy paperwork, whatever earth sign energy paperwork, and you hooked up someone to watch them and stalk them with the paperwork. And it could be the earth sign, it could be the earth sign energy that you hooked up to keep distracted. It could be a fire sign energy you hooked up to keep the earth sign energy distracted, or the earth sign, or you hooked up an earth sign to keep the fire sign energy distracted, or the fire sign energies hooked up an earth sign energy to keep you distracted, vice versa. But it's not working. So if that's something that the fire sign energies did with the earth sign energy on you, it's not working. Just depends on the situation that's coming through. Wow. The judgment energy is here, what I did. So the judgment energy is here because of what you did. What you did with paperwork. What you did with somebody's document. What you did with somebody's tax paper. What you did with, like a tax paper. Not a tax paper like a final tax paper. Tax paper, usually when people have to fill it out, put their name on it. They have to put, you have to subtract and do the reductions and those kind of things. That, like a W-2, that kind of paperwork I took to file. So when I said W-2, I took that to file. So the magician with the judgment energy, the fire sign energies gave you earth sign paperwork. The fire sign energies gave you the earth sign energies paperwork to take to file. Or the situation here, they gave you a copy of my own. They also gave you, situation here is they also gave you a copy of your own paperwork. They gave you a copy of your own, but can't file a copy. So they gave you, the fire sign energies are giving you a copy of your own paperwork, but you can't, they're giving you a copy, but can't file. They're giving you a copy, but you can't file with just a copy. That's why the judgment energy is here, because giving it back. The judgment energy is here because you feel like you need to give back the fire sign energies paperwork that's not theirs. You feel like you need to give the fire sign energies paperwork or back paperwork that's not even their paperwork. Or it's the reason why you know it's not even their paperwork. The reason why you know it's not their paperwork is because it's a copy. So, or something is also fake. Something is fake and something is also a copy with a judgment energy here. So let me just, before I go any further, with the Three of Wands energy with the magician and the fire sign energies the fire sign energies, I'll go with the earth sign energy first, the fire sign energies, but I asked for it. So when I'm going, I think the spirit knows what I'm going to say. The fire sign, you asking the fire sign and a copy of earth sign paperwork. You ask the fire sign energies for a copy of the earth sign energies paperwork. So what's happening, it gave you a copy. So what's happening here, like you asked for official copy. You may have asked the fire sign energies that work side by side with the earth sign energy. You ask them for a copy of the earth sign energies paperwork. I keep getting can't file with copies. You can't file with copies. Something is fake about the copy. Something is not official or unofficial about the copy. I need official. So it's an unofficial copy. It's not an official copy of the tax paper, the W-2 that you ask the fire sign energies that are tied to the earth sign. You ask them, but they're partners. So you ask the fire sign energies that are tied to the earth sign. You asking them, or you potentially asking them for copies of the earth sign energy paperwork, but the spirit is also saying that you can't file a copy. It's not real. You can't file a copy because the copy isn't real. So you need to go back. The magician card with the Three of Wands and the judgment card, you need to contact the fire sign. Give me the right copy. Contact the fire sign energies again. Give me the right copy. I need the right copy, but she or he didn't give. So the judgment energy, you're talking to the earth sign energies partners, or you went about your way to contact the earth sign energy partners to say that you need, that they didn't give you W-2. They didn't give you tax paper. They didn't give you the tax form. You go into jobs, they didn't give you this, that, and the third, but has copy. So when I said that a job may already have a copy of earth sign energy paperwork. A job, or it's a job that you're in with the fire sign energies and the earth sign, but not complying. So when I hit earth sign, the earth sign energy may not be complying. So you yourself could have went about your way to contact the earth sign energy copy of tax paper. You went about your way to ask to go contact the fire sign energy for the contact the fire sign energy for the earth sign energy paperwork. So that's one situation. You need it to file, but they're scared of you. You need it to file, but someone is also afraid of you as well. Are you afraid of the fire sign energies? But don't trust them with my paperwork. You could be afraid of the fire sign energy because you don't trust them with your paperwork. Asking the fire sign energies and you asking the fire sign energies for earth sign energy paperwork, it could be you. It could be your paperwork. I don't want them to handle it. It could be your paperwork that you don't want the fire sign energies to handle it. Do you not want the earth sign energies to handle your paperwork? But I trust them. So the judgment energy, I trust the earth sign. I trust the earth sign. I trust the earth sign energy to give me what I asked for. I trust the fire, but something is limited. I feel like something is limited with a feeling that you have the fire sign energies with somebody else's paperwork. You have a limited feeling with the trust, or the level of trust that you have the fire sign energies with giving you or letting you hold or file or whatever it is, or hold or file or keep organized the earth sign energies paperwork, but they trust you with that. So when I said that, the fire sign energies do trust you with that if it's not yours and it's the earth sign energy paperwork, with the judgment energy being in the waiting position. Why do I need to do this? The judgment energy, why do I need to do this? Why, you can be asking yourself that question. Why do I need to do this? Why didn't the earth sign energy comply with me? Why do I have to go about my way to go contact their married partner, their love partner, their other business partner? Why do I have to go about my way to jump through hoops just to ask somebody's partners for their paperwork, but didn't want to give you? So when the earth sign energies may have operated with you in that way because the earth sign energies may have operated with you in that way because they really didn't want to give you something. They really didn't want to give you, or it's you, the kind of interactions that you're having, the kind of interactions that you have with the earth sign, the kind of interactions that the fire sign energies could be going through you to get something that does belong to the earth sign energies. That's just making me scared. So the fire sign energies going through you to get something that does belong to the earth sign energies, that's what's making you scared. Hence the reason for them hooking up someone to stalk you in workplace or in a business deal, or hooking up someone to stalk the earth sign energy in a business deal or in a workplace, but it doesn't work. So the stalking someone in a workplace or in a business deal, it doesn't work. Something about that doesn't work, or the reason for the stalking is to get somebody to comply. The reason for the stalking also is to get someone to comply. Is to get someone to comply in the workplace, get someone to comply in a business deal, get someone to, but stop doing it. I'm looking at the judgment energy. Stop doing it. Fire sign energies to stop asking. Fire sign energies should stop hooking you up. Fire sign energies should stop hooking up someone else to hook up. They should stop hooking up someone else to whoever they're hooking up to stalk and watch the earth sign energies, or you. They should stop doing it. But it's for taxes. But there's also a situation here where it could also be functionality in the workplace. That could also be a reason. It could also be functionality in the workplace that someone is doing that. But I also feel it's heavily to do with W-2 and unofficial W-2, fake W-2, copy W-2. You're trying to tell fire sign energies, I can't file with copy. I can't file with a copy. I need an official copy of his or her tax paper. I can't do this like this. It's making you paranoid. The judgment energy, something about that is making you paranoid, making fire sign energy paranoid. You're asking the earth sign energy not complying. Hence the reason for somebody hooking up someone to stalk and watch the earth sign energy, stalk and watch you. That somebody could be doing that to you because they may be fearing the scared feeling and the paranoid feeling. The fire sign energies know that you have that kind of feeling. So that could be why looking elsewhere. That could also be why they're going to figure out a way to look elsewhere to get earth sign paperwork, to get your own paperwork. But I keep getting unofficial copy. It's not an official. Somebody's trying to do something interesting with business with an unofficial copy. Like an unofficial, could be an unofficial transcript, an unofficial copy of a tax W-2, a tax paper, somebody's ID, somebody's document of some type. It's not an official it's not an official, being that something isn't an official copy as well. It could be a fake, it could be a copy of a birth certificate that Sag walks around with. It's a copy of someone's birth certificate that somebody, a Sag walks around with. Aries, the Leos, the fire sign energies walk around with fake copies or copies of your birth certificate or earth sign energy birth certificate, but they need to stop. So the judgment energy, they may need to stop doing that. They're asking you to hold exactly that. They're asking you to hold that information, or it's your stuff that they have copies of. It's your stuff that the fire sign energies have copies of. They have copies, but I gave them fake ones on purpose. You could have given the fire sign energies fake copies of your birth certificates and IDs. You could have given them fake copies of that, but they're walking around with it and think that is real. They're walking around with the copies and they think that it's real. This could be a situation here also where it's giving me this idea of this could be like a 1 day situation, or however many minutes of a day, or a part of a day, half an hour, however you want to look at it. This could be like a 1 day situation. One, to trick someone. I'm looking at judgment energy. You want to trick someone. You also want to trick someone. But what's happening here also is that you could be given, I keep getting fake, or like unofficial. It's you're trying to give somebody like a fake or an unofficial or like a copy of something so that they will leave you alone. You're trying to give somebody something fake so that you could have ran something through a system to get it printed out fake. Whatever it is you did or they did that. The fire sign energies may have done that, but that's how they get by. So the fire sign energies doing that. That's how they get by. They make fake unofficial copies of other people's information. That could be something they do with your information and hiding. When I said that, if they're doing that with your stuff, that could be where you're hiding, or they're hiding doing that with your things, or they're hiding doing that with earth sign energies things, and that could be what's making you paranoid. But what's happening here is that, oh, I see what's going on here. If this is a situation here where you don't want you don't want to file taxes with somebody. I'll just go with that first. You don't want to file taxes with someone, but giving them fake copies of things. You're trying to give them fake copies of birth certificate and ID. You're trying to give them fake copy of W-2. Is it even possible? Whatever it is, you're trying to give somebody fake copies of that stuff. But what's happening is that when they get to their destination, whatever it is that they asked you for, when they get to the destination, baffled. When they get to the destination of where they need to go with the paperwork, the judgment energy is that they're going to end up being baffled by what you did with the paperwork. I can't believe you did that. They also, if you do that, that could be something that you're already doing. If they do that, then that could be something that they can't believe that you did. It's going to mess up something that they have going on. So it may mess up something that they have going on. That's one situation. The second situation is that they're coming to you and they're asking for earth sign energy paperwork, giving them fake copies. You yourself could be giving the fire sign energy fake unofficial copies of the earth sign energies paperwork. So what's happening? They don't realize the plan. What's happening with that is that the fire sign energies don't realize that that's a plan. Do the earth sign energies not realize that that's a plan, or it's you? This depends on what's going on. But what I feel, the reason for it, don't want to file. The reason for why something is the way that it is here with giving people unofficial copies, giving somebody fake copy, giving somebody fake copy birth certificate, or just a copy period. You can't really do people when you go and do heavy business, you need official copies of birth certificates and things of that nature. Somebody's not going to be able to do something with an unofficial copy, and that could be what the fire sign energies are trying to explain to you about earth sign energy paperwork of yours. Or that could be something that a conversation need to have with earth sign. That's a conversation also that you need to pull the earth sign energy aside to have. But it's because of it's their partner that needs it, or it's you that needs it, or the fire sign energies need that. They need that belongs to the earth sign energy. They're asking you, and you're giving them fake unofficial copies. It just depends on what's going on here, and paranoia, and giving them that, and they don't realize, and that could be what's making you paranoid. That's what's making them paranoid there, whatever it is. The present has the Fool, Son of Aries. So I did say Aries. There's all these major arcana elements are here, but she needs to get out. So the Aries element that's right here in the present, she needs to get out of a business deal. She needs to get out of tax deal, whatever it is. It's a she, but it could be Aries male, whatever. It's a Aries female. It could be Aries. I was getting she first. It could be Aries male elements, but they need taxes. The Aries elements right here in the present is that because so male or female. Male, it could be two Aries females, or one male, however many Aries elements that you're dealing with here, both male and female. These elements need the taxes but the earth sign energy information. They need earth sign energies information right here in the present. So the Aries elements, it could also, if it's not them, if it's not only the Aries elements that need earth sign energy information, it could be tax documents. It keeps telling me tax documents and tax information and official copies and birth certificate. It keeps telling me that with this, if it's not only Aries element, then it's just a journey. It's just a travel that you need to make. Sag house. It's just a travel that you need to make to a Sagittarius energies house. Their apartment, their condo, their townhouse, whatever it is. It's just a travel that you need to make to whatever fire sign, the Aries house, Sag house, Leo. It's a travel that you need to make to the fire sign energies house. Where is Earth sign energy paperwork? So the Aries, the journey energy right here in the present. You're traveling. You're traveling to the fire sign energies office. You're traveling to the fire sign energies. I also get doctor. Also, you're traveling to the fire sign energies doctor. You're traveling to the interesting feeling with the doctor. I don't know why I just got that. The doctor has somebody's information also. The doctor's office has someone's information also. And it could be the fire sign energies information, but doctor has copies of their information. So if you need the fire sign energies things for some reason, their doctor, their private physician, their private doctor has has their paperwork, has their documents, but Aries. So the Aries doctor or the Aries the Aries elements doctor, their private home physician that they have, that their primary care physician has their documents Sag name, has their documents filed under a Sagittarian energy's name. Like that's that. Sorry. The Sag has that filed. Okay, the Sagittarian energy has the Aries elements information or their documents filed under their name, but it's in a doctor's office, but doctor is a lawyer. So the doctor, a Sag and the Aries, whatever fire sign, it's Aries elements that are here. Sag is telling me something about the Sag as well. Their doctor doubles as a lawyer. Their doctor kind of doubles as a lawyer. The reason that their doctor doubles as a lawyer, you know that or you don't know that. The reason that their doctor doubles as a lawyer is because their doctor takes care of them physically, and they ask their doctor to hold their paperwork. Their doctor takes care of them physically, and their doctor also holds their paperwork for them. The fire sign energies may pay their primary care physician to hold their important documents for when they travel. So the doctor, the fire sign energies, they ask their primary care physician that doubles as a lawyer. The only reason why they double as a lawyer, Spirit said they double as a lawyer. They may double as a lawyer. But what's happening with that is that they ask them to hold they ask them to hold their documents for them, but they only do that. They only do that because they only do that when they're taking long travels. That's what I'm trying to say. They only do that with their doctor when they're taking a long travel. I didn't know that. So the journey energy right here in the present, I didn't know that the fire sign energies do that. So I understand what's happening. So what's happening now is that now that you're finding out that the fire sign energy, oh, I see what's happening here. Okay, now I understand what's happening. Now that you are finding out that that's what the fire sign energies do with their document, do that with someone else's. They also do that with somebody else's paperwork. So that you're saying that you need. So that could be where the energy of them giving you copies don't want to give you official ones. So and the trying to find the official one doctor has. The trying to find the official ones, the doctor has them. The doctor has Earth sign energy official birth certificate. But Sag stole. So when I said that, the Sagittarian, whatever fire sign energy, Aries, whatever, they hooked up someone to steal that from the Earth sign energies there. And you could be finding that out. I don't know if that's happening with your stuff. You could be finding out whatever it is you're doing with business with them, hold your information. They do hold your information, but you could be finding out that their information, a doctor is in a doctor's office. Like the birth certificates and things of that nature. They asked their primary care physician to hold that. Their primary care physician, their primary care physician doubles as a lawyer, and the doctor / lawyer is holding your information. They're holding your information for you, or it's the Earth sign energies information. I need their stuff. I need their things. So what's happening here is that you could be potentially traveling to someone's house. You could be potentially traveling to someone's house to receive the official documents, to receive some type of document, but doctor has it. You're doing that, but the doctor has it. So it's not in the fire sign energy's possession. It's not in their possession. It's in a doctor's possession. It's in a doctor's possession, or a doctor's office at a doctor's their doctor's office's possession. The doctor's office has it. But why they have that? So the judgment energy, why does somebody's doctor have their personal and private information? But earth signs should be aware. So the judgment energy with the journey and the magician, the earth sign energy could be aware. This could be a situation here where this is a situation here where, or it could be you that needs to be aware of this, what partner took. It could be also you that needs to be aware of this, and your partner, you have some type of business partner, love partner, that they have a doctor that has information. They have a doctor that is holding your information for you, like holding it, like they holding it in the sense where they're holding it, the doctor is acting like they're a lawyer, and they have the information tucked under something. The doctor is acting like a lawyer, and the doctor has your information, or some energy information tucked under something in their office. So that could be something complaining about. The judgment energy here could be that could be something that you're complaining about, or that could be something that the fire sign energies are discussing with you, that they just know about, that they just know that something like that did happen, but it's their fault. Something like that did happen to the earth sign, but it's their fault that even happened to the earth sign. It's their fault that even happened to you. But I'm okay with it. So if it happened to you, you're okay with it. You could have asked a doctor to do that. You yourself could have asked. That's why I said the stalking and things of that nature. You yourself could have asked. You yourself could be aware that the fire sign energies are after your paperwork and things. That leave it with a doctor. So when I said that, you may need to leave it with a doctor, with a primary care physician, with a lawyer, with a close friend that doubles as a lawyer, close friend that doubles as a tax preparer, your own private tax preparer. They can keep your documents for you away from the fire sign energies, but fear of contact. So when I ran through those examples, you may be fearing that a fire sign energies contact those people for your stuff. But you could have paid someone, my business partner is going to try to contact you. You're trying to think really deeply. Where can I leave my paperwork so that my business partner wouldn't get to it? For whatever reason, you don't want to file with somebody, so you're trying to keep it with a close friend that you trust, that you know that they wouldn't have their contact information. Or something like that could be happening to the earth sign energy, and that could be your way of protecting the earth sign energy from the fire sign, asking for somebody's official documents. But the fear is that the fire sign energies are going to give you copies of the earth sign energies I'm trying to protect. You're fearing that the fire sign energy is going to give you copies of the earth sign energy information. Yeah, I'm trying to protect earth sign, but you're thinking that they're not going to give you. You're trying to contact them for your own need, for earth sign energy need, but you're trying to protect the earth sign energy, but you don't want the fire sign energies to realize that that's something that you are trying to do. But I need it. So the judgment and the journey energy here, I need it. I need the paperwork. I need earth sign paperwork. I need my own. I need my own. Contact the fire sign energies. It's at a doctor's office, and you don't know that. And that could be where complaining about them. That could be where you're gonna end up complaining about the fire signs. Complaining about a doctor's office, whatever it is. You're going to the doctor and you don't know the doctor has, I keep getting tucked under something. Going to the doctor and you don't know the doctor has your information tucked under something. Or sign going to the doctor, a packet of their information is tucked under something in the doctor's office. Or in a lawyer's office. Whatever kind of office that it is, whatever the reason that somebody's moving this way, whatever reason the fire sign energies are moving this way with someone information that's not theirs. They're moving strangely with somebody else's information that's not even theirs, or it's their own, or it's yours, whatever. The Libra energy, the justice energy is in the future right there, okay? Your instincts has the 9 of Wands energy. They're going to have to defend themselves. So the 9 of Wands is that the fire sign energies are going to have to get up on a podium and defend the reason why their doctor has your things. Defend the reason why their own doctor has their stuff. The earth sign energy, whatever it is. The earth sign energy, there's no earth sign energy here yet, which is really interesting, but the earth sign energy could be behind the scenes of this situation because they themselves, earth sign, Capricorn, whatever, Taurus, they could be finding out how their information is being handled. As simple as that. You yourself could have earth sign energy in your chart and you're finding out, but the foolishness that the fire sign energies are doing here with doctor's office and lawyer and your information and giving you copies when this is like your business partner. This is like a business partner that you have. You don't know how their credit is, and they want to file taxes with you, but you're trying to what's going on here is that you're trying to give them one situation here is that you're trying to give them, I keep getting unofficial. You're trying to give them unofficial copies of your birth certificate. You're trying to give them an unofficial copy of something. But what's happening here is that they can't file for some reason without the official copy. They can't file with it, so you're giving them fake ones. Then there's a situation here where you need the earth sign energies paperwork from their partner. You need earth sign energy paperwork from their partner, and their partner is the partner may not know you. Their partner is trying to give you fake copies, and you're like, I can't file with this. But contact them again. So when I said that, you need to contact them again. Contact the Aries, contact the Sag, contact the Leo, contact the fire sign energies again. Why do they need to do that like that? Why do they need to leave? Why do they need to leave? Why do they need to leave their paperwork with a doctor? Why are they leaving somebody else's paperwork with a doctor? Why do they even have somebody's official birth certificate? Why do they even have yours? Why do they have your official birth certificate on, I keep getting under. Why do they have your official birth certificate under something? If you do know that it is there, if you don't have it in your some type of document, if they have it or a copy of it, somebody keeps it tucked under things. Somebody keeps it under their pillow, under their bed, under their at the doctor, in the doctor's office. Or that's something that happened. That's something that the fire sign energies do with the earth sign energy stuff. That's something that they do with the earth sign energies things. It just depends on what's going on with the 9 of wands, or it's yours or it's theirs and whatever. You're like, I don't want to file. You're trying to give somebody fake copies, swindle. You're trying to give somebody fake copies of something so that you deem that to be a swindling tactic that you have with the fire sign. You deem it to be a swindling tactic. That's why the judgment energy is there, and the judgment energy is here because you're doing that to someone, and it would potentially be making you paranoid, or something about your contact. Something about a contact that you want to make to fire signs could be making you paranoid, making them paranoid for whatever reason the need is for. The accomplishment has the 7 of Swords energy right next to the Magician. So the 7 of Swords resides with the Libra that's in the future, but they're a lawyer. So the 7 of Swords resides with a Libra, because a Libra, something is lawyer-like about a Libra. If they don't, it doesn't have to be a Libra that's a lawyer. It could just be someone. The Libra in the future is just justice energy. Tax is justice energy because of what somebody's trying to do here with tax papers and documents and whatever it is. I don't even necessarily even really feel heavy love here. You know what I mean? Love will be intertwined in this situation, but someone just wants taxes. Love is intertwined in this situation, but somebody heavily wants taxes. You know, all throughout this month, all throughout February, somebody wants taxes. These could be energies that are already starting now in January. I'm doing this January 29th. So these are energies that are coming through quite heavily going into February, with the 7 of Swords being right next to. But the 7 of Swords in the accomplishment contact Aries. The 7 of Swords is contacting Aries elements, contacting Libra elements. But that's their lawyer. Contacting a Libra, that's the Aries lawyer. Contacting Libra, that's Aries friend. That's Sag lawyer. That's Sag friend. The Sag whatever. Fire sign Leo, that's the fire sign entity's friend, that's their family member, that's their whatever it is. But someone doubles as a lawyer, or somebody. The Libra may know, if the Libra isn't necessarily a lawyer, the Libra may know a good lawyer for you, or that's the fire sign energy lawyer. It just depends on what's going on, friend or something, family member, whatever it is. But they've been seeing something for a while. So I'm looking at the Libra. They've just been seeing something for a while. They've been seeing what the fire sign energies have been doing with your stuff. They've been seeing what they've been eyeballing the interactions that you've been having with the fire sign energies about somebody else's stuff. They've been eyeballing what the fire sign energies have been doing with someone else's things. Your thing, someone earth sign energy thing. The earth sign energy is coming through strongly, but the earth sign energy is more so behind the scenes, observant. Their energy isn't shown up here because they're observant. They may observe but not say anything. or they just know and they're not. That's what's scaring me. They just know, and that's what's scaring you. If it's Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo elements, they just know, and that's what's making you afraid for some reason. Because, like I said, the fire sign energies may have asked you to do something unscrupulous. They may have asked you to do something unscrupulous also. Whatever it is, they could have asked you. Or it's something that they're doing, something that a paranoid feeling that they have with your stuff, with the Seven of Swords energy and the accomplishment. So the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Swords pretty much resides with the Libra because I need a contact, I need to talk to, I ask what they saw, ask what they heard, ask where paperwork is. The Libra could be the person, the Libra in the future could be the person that's responsible for holding Earth sign energy paperwork. Your paperwork, fire sign energy, official documents. They have fire sign energy official documents. You know? And the reason for them being there is because somebody's trying to give you something fake. They don't want you to have it. Judgment energy, they're paranoid about giving it to you, vice versa. And you're fearing them contacting business partner. You're fearing the fire sign energies contacting an external business partner that you have for their own need. For their own need. When it's happening to the earth sign. The spiritual self has the Two of Cups right next to the Judgment energy. Okay, so Two of Cups is waters. I feel like it's just a partnership that you're thinking that you're going to have with a lawyer. It's a partnership that you need to formulate with a lawyer. You need to, it's Cups energy. Could be water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You are a water sign. So I feel like this is fixed energy with you. Pisces and Cancer could be involved with this also. I mean, they're external. I feel like the external water sign energies, I feel like they're just external. I feel like Two of Cups energy, a fear. Two of Cups energy is in your spiritual self because you're fearing some type of judgment because of a partnership that you're in with Aries. Some type of partnership. Something that's happening interesting here could be the way that you're moving with an Aries female. Could be the way that you're moving with an Aries male. The way you're moving with Aries elements here, you don't want somebody to find out. The way you're moving with Aries elements here, whatever fire sign energy here, Sag, Leo, whatever, what do you call it? These Aries elements, the way you're moving with them, and a need that you and them have with somebody else's paperwork, contacting someone else's partner. So if it's Earth sign, if this is Earth sign energy paperwork, you're tag teaming with an Aries element that knows their partner. So you're tag teaming with an Aries element because one of the Aries elements knows the Earth sign energy partner. So what's happening here? Scared. I keep getting scared and nervous and paranoia with the kind of feeling or something interesting that you're trying to do here with this is the Aries element it could be like a business partner, family member. Well, business partners and family member pretty much go however you want to look at family. They are family. They're business partners of kind. You need Earth sign energy paperwork. So what's happening here, if they're external, what's happening here is that the Aries element knows the Earth sign energy's partner. The Aries element knows another Aries. One Aries element knows another Aries element that is tied to the Earth sign energy. That's how I'm going to get paperwork. So the Two of Cups, that's how I'm going to get paperwork. That's how I'm going to get the Earth sign energy's birth certificate, their W2, their information. But they're finding that out. So the Judgment energy with the Two of Cups, the Earth sign energy is finding out that that's what you're trying to do with the Aries that they talk to. That's what you're trying to do with the Aries element that they talk to. That's what you're trying to do with the Sag element that the Earth sign energy that the Earth sign energy is tied to. So what's happening here? But don't really know you also. One of the Aries elements that they don't really understand, or they don't really know or understand what it is that you're trying to do. There's that. But they benefit. So the Two of Cups with the Judgment card, the Aries elements, the Aries elements as they do benefit, you know? They do benefit. And that's why the Two of Cups energy is here in the spiritual self right next to the Judgment card. You know? Why is somebody doing something the way that they're doing? Just ask the Earth sign. This is like you're going through people's partners to get their W2s. Going through people's for some reason someone does not want to file with you. Earth sign energy may not want to file with you. But you're trying to contact people. You know people that know their partners, but how is that possible? You know people that know their partners. How is that possible? And something there, you're fearing someone giving you fake copies of something. Just ask the earth sign. But at the same time, the earth sign energy doesn't know who's handling their paperwork. The earth sign energy doesn't know who's handling their paperwork. Who's handling it. Or it's you. You don't know who's handling it. And you're dealing with the Aries element knows your partner has it. You're dealing with an Aries element that just knows that your partner has your stuff. Your partner could be the Libra, Sag, Leo. They just know, Aries just know that your partner has your stuff. Whatever it is. The mentality has the Queen of Cups energy. So I did feel that there was a water sign. That could be you. That could be external water sign energies that are females. An external Scorpio female. But Capricorn embodies. An external Queen of Cups energy is also, okay. An external Capricorn energy, that could be Capricorn sun. They embody Scorpio. Like they may the Capricorn energy may have Scorpio in their chart, or it's an external Cancer. It could be an external Cancer, external Pisces elements that are females, but they've been down that road before. External Capricorn with water in the chart, but it could be happening to them. That's what's the earth sign energy heavily coming through all the time, because they're showing up like an external Queen of Cups. But I love. So when I said that, I love. You know, I love, like you love an external Cancerian female, Scorpio female, or it's Pisces female. You love them, but it's a Capricorn energy I'm really in love with. It's a Capricorn energy you're really in love with. Like you're really the Nine of Wands. The reason, okay, you really like you're saying that you're really in love with. Okay, it's a Capricorn energy. I love this. I love this information. Don't get me started here. All right, so it's a Capricorn energy, whether you're male or female, whatever. It's a Capricorn female energy that is embodying Queen of Cups. I'm in love with. Every time I say that, you're like, I'm in love with. That's why the Two of Cups energy is right next to the Judgment card. But something is really interesting but shy. Something is interesting because you may be shy with interacting with that person for some reason. But is she a lesbian? So I'm looking at the Queen of Cups energy. It could be a water sign, external water sign female, or the Capricorn energy that embodying Queen of Cups. Is she a lesbian? That's a question that you're trying to figure out. Is she bi? Is she a lesbian? Is she this, that, and the third? You're trying to figure out Capricorn female sexuality. Because if you're a female, if you yourself are a female, you could be bi, you could be straight, you could be questioning your own sexuality, whatever it is. I keep getting I'm in love with. You're in love with an external Queen of Cups energy. So it could be a Pisces female. It could be Pisces female, Cancerian female. But Aries has that feeling about them. So when I said that, also an Aries element has that feeling about you. Does the Aries element have that feeling about you? Does the Aries element have that feeling? Capricorn. An Aries female male has that kind of feeling about a Capricorn energy that is embodying Queen of Cups energy. So an Aries female thinks a Capricorn female bi. An Aries female thinks a Capricorn female is bi. They think that they're gay. They think they're lesbian. Whatever it is happening there. If you're a dude, that could be a thought that you just have about that could just be an underlying thought. If you're a dude, whatever, a female, whatever it is, that's an underlying thought that you have about about a Pisces female, Cancer female, Capricorn energy embodying external Scorpio female. It's a thought somebody has about you. Aries has that thought about you, questioning your sexuality. Aries female male questioning your sexuality. Or or you're on the outside looking in to that's what Aries female is doing with a Capricorn energy all the time, or an external water sign female, or they're doing it with you, or you're doing it with them. Whatever it is, questioning somebody's sexuality. But Aries keeps doing so. The Aries element keeps doing that. Aries female, whatever it is, I feel like a heavy female that's coming through. Could be male. They're doing that with you all the time about somebody. They're doing that with you all, but I really like. So when I said that, you really like external Queen of Cups, but you like them, but you're trying to understand if they're bi, lesbian, gay, whatever it is. That's something that you've been questioning. That could be something that you've been questioning for a while, or something that they pull Aries aside to have conversation with. That's something that that's something that an external Queen of Cups energy pull an Aries element aside to have a conversation about you like that. Whatever it is, it's Capricorn female, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, external water sign females there. Or somebody may have that kind of thought about Aries element. It just depends on what's happening. But that's why a business deal is the way that it is. So the way people are moving here with paranoia, and not asking somebody for official copies and crazy. It's because it's because somebody's questioning their sexuality. Are you questioning your sexuality? Is an external Queen of Cups Aries? Are these elements questioning their sexuality or somebody else's sexuality here for some reason? This is like, okay, I'm trying to understand. Somebody's moving really interesting here with needing certain information from people, but someone is okay. It's interesting. Somebody's being shy. They're really in love with somebody. Someone's being shy. They're really in love with someone, but that could be a feeling that you have. That could be a feeling that you have with Capricorn female. That's a feeling that but don't want to ask. That's a feeling that you have with Capricorn female, Aries female, whatever the female. That's a feeling that you have with them. You don't want to ask them. You know, you don't want to. You don't want to ask them. That's why you're jumping through hoops and contacting Aries elements that know their partner, contacting their doctor's offices with paperwork. You're aware the doctors have the paperwork, whatever it is, because it has the underlying reason for it is because somebody's really shy, but the reason they're in love. Somebody's shy, but to act for these things, but this because they're in love with somebody. It's because they're in love with someone. Because you're in love with somebody. Because you're in love with somebody also. Or it doesn't even have to be that. That could be the way the fire sign energies are moving with you or somebody else is because they're in love with someone. But they just want their stuff. They just want somebody's things. That they may not be in love with you. They may not be in love with someone. They just want somebody's information. You know? Whatever it is. And I feel like you yourself are really in love with someone. And that's why I said, the spirit said that's why something is the way that it is here. That's why somebody's moving really interesting with some type of situation here as well. You know, you may want somebody closer to you. There's that. You may want Queen of Cups energy closer to you. You Aries closer to you, and however you want to get closer to you, closer to you, like it's the way. It's interesting. It's the way you're moving with somebody's information or a need that you have for somebody's information. You deem that to be a way that you get closer to someone, and you may be breaking down and saying, what else am I going to do? You know, what else am I going to do there? I see what's going on here. This is if you're like. If you're in love with someone, for example, this is like you really need. Okay, this is like a situation here where you really need. I also get attention. You really need some type of attention for someone. Also, you really need their attention, but they may not be paying attention to you. Whatever it's. So what's happening with external water sign female? They may not be paying attention to you, but spark up a conversation. You need to figure out a way to spark up a conversation with somebody. Spark up a conversation with them, or this is a situation here where someone that you like, someone that you have feelings towards, it's really interesting. Someone that you have feelings towards, they may already have a partner that has something that I want. They already have a partner that has something that you want, but you want to get to know them, but you're going through their partner. To get whatever it is that you need, but also them. So you're going through their partner to get whatever it is that you need, but also them. Like I said, the information that was heavily coming through, information doesn't only have to be document information. I always forget to say this. It doesn't only have to be document information. Information could be information about a love partner or a love feeling that you have, Capricorn female. It's a love feeling that you have about Capricorn female, Pisces female, Cancer female, Aries female, whatever it is. But not them. You don't have that feeling with them. It's a Capricorn energy or an external water sign that's a female. The Aries element that's here, they're just here because they may have information to give you about somebody. This depends on what's going on. So it could be you're Scorpio, but you could have this feeling. You could have this feeling about an external Scorpio. But Capricorn female was coming through a lot. Capricorn energy, that's a female. Water, Pisces female. Cancer, external Scorpio female. Trying to figure out if someone is like into you. You know, vice versa. You're trying to figure it out whether you're a man or a woman. You're trying to figure it out, but you don't really have that feeling about an Aries. They just have the information that you need about external Queen of Cups energy. Capricorn embodying Queen of Cups energy. Or a Libra does. It just depends on what's going on. Information, document information, information about somebody, information about somebody's partners. That's why I said going through somebody's partners. And doctor, I also was getting doctor, but health status. You could also be trying to figure out somebody's health status. That's why the judgment energy is here also. You're trying to, the magician with the seven of swords is a perspective, somebody is a prospective like lover for you. Somebody, you deem somebody to be a prospective lover, a prospective, what do you call it, business partner, prospective, whatever. But you're also, that's why I said doctor has information. If it's not only document information, doctor has information about somebody. A doctor has somebody's information about, a doctor has Capricorn female, has information about a Capricorn female sex status, their love life, whatever it is. But I ask, you ask a Capricorn energy doctor about that, you ask an external Queen of Cups energy, you ask their doctor about that. Or Aries, you ask somebody's doctor about that, you know? Or the Aries element knows someone that works in the medical field. The Aries element just knows somebody that works in the medical field that know Capricorn, that knows the Capricorn energy. And that could be where that interconnection is. I need information. I need information about somebody's sex status, their whatever it is. I need information about somebody's blood work, their documents, their birth certificates, whatever it is. And the analogy from the beginning with a doctor having that information under something can literally be metaphoric. Like somebody has information under the table. You know what? Under the table, hidden. They have it hidden from you. And they're not telling you something. And that could go both ways. Wow. What's changing is a Six of Cups energy. So, conversation. The Six of Cups energy is in a changing position because of a conversation or a conversation that you hope will never come up again. It's conversation that you were hoping will never come up again is coming back. But it's in a changing position, clearing it up. It's in this changing position. It returned, but it's clearing up about external Queen of Cups, about Capricorn female, about Aries, whatever it is. It's changing, you know? It's in a changing position because you need to clear. But what you did, I touched the Judgment card. Is what you did. It's what fire sign did with you. It's what somebody did. Also, what the Queen of Cups energy, what Capricorn did, Aries, whatever, Cancer, Pisces, what these external water sign energies, what they did, what they said to Aries, or what you said, or what you asked also. It has something to do with what you asked someone to do, what you asked, or what someone asks about you. It depends on what's going on. Someone asks someone an interesting question about you. Sexuality, doctor, information, birth certificates, filing, W-2s, or it's you that's doing that with someone else. The resolution has the High Priestess going towards the Libra, has a lot of information. A Libra, using intuition, that's why the Seven of Swords is here next to the Magician. Using intuition, that a Libra has a lot of information. That's why that's what you're using your information. I almost said information. Somebody using your information for, information about you, or document information. Using intuition that a Libra has it. Or a Libra has information that you need about something or someone, you know, whatever it is. Or you're using your intuition, judge. You're using intuition that you're going to get judged, someone's going to get judged, whatever it is. Or it's justice to the situation. You're using confronted. You're using intuition that you're going to get confronted. Or someone else is going, or it could be a Libra that's going to get confronted. Somebody's going to get confronted here for some reason. This confrontation going on here. Using intuition that something that is returning, a conversation, a question about you. You're thinking that it's going to return. You're thinking that somebody's going to confront you about your sexuality, about your documents, your information, your certificates, your whatever it is. You're thinking that somebody's going to confront you because earlier on the reading, what you're doing with someone, you're thinking that somebody's going to confront you on what you're doing with someone's information or your own or a fire sign or some type of secretive dealing that you have going on with the fire sign energy. You're thinking that someone's going to confront you on that, vice versa. Queen of Cups, Nine of Wands, defending yourself. This is you. This could be you here, whether you're male or female. This could be you here defending yourself towards someone. Why you need something? Why you need question answer? Why you need a specific question answered by a specific person? Whatever it is. Documents, information, love. You're in love with somebody and you're being shy and you don't want to, whatever it is, and you're trying to act a partner that somebody already has, you know. It's interesting. certificates, birth certificates, and taxes and W-2s, you know, tactics and fake unofficial copies and whatever it is. But it's a business to get closer to someone, and questions and speculation and confrontation and whatever it is. All right, let's see what the outcome is here, Scorpio. I knew this was going to be long. The Ten of Wands energy is an outcome here. Let me do another outcome. And the Tower. So the Tower is your energy, okay? You're thinking that a conversation is going to be difficult. You may be thinking that a conversation is going to end up being difficult here. That's why I said bringing back up a conversation, bringing up I keep getting speculation. Bring something that is happening here is also because a speculation is why someone didn't give you some type of paperwork. A speculation is why vice versa you didn't give it to somebody. A speculation is sexuality. Somebody's sexuality, your sexuality. Queen of Cups, Capricorn, sexuality. You know? Your sexuality, whatever it is. Sexuality but does someone really like me? So when I say that, does someone really like me? You have that question? It just screamed out that question to me just now. Your mind, at least. You're like, does someone really like me? Do I really like somebody? Whatever. Does someone really like me? Does someone really like me? This Queen of Cups energy external. Do they really like you? This Capricorn, Aries, do they really like you? Do you really like them? Fire sign, Sag, and Aries, do they really like someone? Do they really like you? You're trying to figure that out, you know? It could be, the reason for that speculation also, that conversation, is saw something also. You could have also seen something happen. You could have observed something interesting happen somewhere as well. The Tower with the whatever it is. The Tower energy with the burden that you have going on here is that don't want to ask. You also don't want to ask. But you have some type of heavy speculation with whatever it is that's happening here. Pick a situation. There's a lot of different situations happening. It's sexuality. The ending question was does someone really like me? It could even be, if it's not only does someone really like me, it could also be does someone what do you call it? It could also be does someone really the way somebody's moving here with your information and loving somebody. That somebody may have that question about you. You know, so or do you have that question? Does someone love me? Information that they hounded down somebody for. That you're hounding down somebody for. Whatever information and love and questioning and doctor's visits. And the interesting feeling with the doctor's visits is that somebody or you could be doing this to someone else and somebody is like, do you really like me? Do you really like me like that? You gotta go behind the scenes to a doctor question, going behind the scenes to ask somebody's doctor questions. Somebody's doing that to you. You doing that earth sign. External Queen of Cups, asking somebody's doctor questions about you. Are you doing that to somebody? Oh. But I'm looking at Queen of Cups energy in love. Like, they could be in love with you. You know what I mean? Pisces, female. Or I was also getting Capricorn. However, it could be family. But somebody is really like, somebody's really going behind the scenes and being nervous and shy and whatever. But it's really interesting how to get answers. It's just a really interesting tactic into how you're getting answers that you need. Into how Queen of Cups are getting answers that they need. Into how Fire Sign energy getting information that they need. Asking doctors, whatever it is. Sexual status, whatever. Sex, health, information, birth certificates. I need to file this, that, and the third. I don't want to, being scared to ask someone that you're in love with for their tax paper. Whatever it is. All right. That's it, Scorpio, vice versa, whatever is happening there. Let me know how it resonates. Be well. Take care. Bye.